Good morning and welcome to the New York City Council vote of the Committee on Governmental Operations, State and Federal Legislation. At this time, can everybody please silence your cell phones and no one is to approach the dais. Chair, we are ready to begin.
Thank you very much, and good morning to all. Still good morning, but just barely. My name is Lincoln Ressler, and I have the privilege of chairing the Committee on Governmental Operations, State and Federal Legislation, at least for 45 more days. I'd like to start off by thanking all of those who've joined us at today's hearing. Councilmember Schulman of Queens, Councilmember Brewer of Manhattan, former chair of this fine committee, Brooklyn's own David Carr, our newest member of our committee, Frank Morano from Staten Island, and Jim Gennaro is here in the flesh. Good to see you all. Thank you guys for being here. We will be voting on Intro 1250, sponsored by Brooklyn's own David Carr. This bill will require every single community board, borough board, or advisory board to publish its bylaws online. It will also require those entities to regularly update their published bylaws after making any changes to them. This bill will ensure public awareness about the functions and operations of government entities. As a co-prime sponsor of Intro 1250, David, I've been with you since day one on this one, I believe it is a necessary good government practice to help ensure community and government meetings are accessible to all. This is such a simple but critical reform. There are too many community boards and other institutions out there that do not post their bylaws online, and it creates confusion where there shouldn't be. I'd like to invite Councilmember Carr to offer some remarks.
Thank you, Chair. This is an important piece of legislation, as the Chair was just outlining. And I want to thank him in particular for signing on as a prime co-sponsor and really championing this. Longtime advocate for government reform and transparency, even before your tenure in the council.
Thank you.
So I thank you for that and your support in this legislation. Because it's true that a lot of people find the institutions that should be closest to them difficult to navigate, and that's our community boards, our borough boards, and other institutions. And we've been very fortunate in the city that we have a lot of long-time members of those boards who probably know things by rote. But when members of the public come for the first time as a concerned citizen advocating on behalf of a cause that's important to them, when we have new members who are joining those institutions, everyone should be on an even playing field when it comes to knowing the rules that govern the way those institutions work. And oftentimes that has not been the case. And I think it's even more critical when we keep in mind that in 2027 and 2028, community board term limits will come into actual effect for the first time, and members who have served for decades will be leaving those boards. So this is an opportune moment for us to make sure that there's transparency in the way these neighborhood organizations essentially function and operate on behalf of the people they're supposed to serve. So I urge my colleagues to vote yes, and once again I thank the chair and everyone on the team here at the committee for their work in making this a reality.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Carr, for your really great leadership on this issue and being a great colleague on the committee. We really appreciate it. With that, I will invite the clerk to call the roll.
Thank you. Good morning. William Martin, Committee Clerk. Roll call vote. Committee on Governmental Operations, State and Federal Legislation. Proposed introduction 1250A. Chair Ressler.
Aye.
Gennaro.
I vote aye, and I wish to be added as a sponsor if I'm not already.
Thank you. Brewer.
I vote aye. I do want to point out that when I was borough president, we did this already. Thank you very much.
Gutierrez. Hanif.
Aye.
Thank you. Schulman.
Aye.
Carr.
I'm going to have to put Gail did it already on my tombstone, but aye, thank you.
Vernikov. Morano.
As someone that was a member of a community board that did not have these bylaws at the time that this bill was introduced, an enthusiastic aye.
With a vote of 7 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, item has been adopted by the committee.
Thank you very much to the clerk, and congratulations to Councilmember Carr. Thank you, Councilmember Hanif, for joining us. And for those who haven't met our new committee counsel, Jahari Frazier, please want to welcome him as the new committee counsel for GovOps. We're thrilled to have you. Thank you so much, everybody.